This week, Irish food for St. Patrick's Day coming up, and teens and taxes. Taxes also coming up soon.
Yeah.
Welcome to episode number 370 of the Middle Country Public Library podcast. Yes, woo indeed. I'm Sal DiVincenzo here in the studio with my fabulous colleagues, Sara Fade.
Hello.
And Nicole Rambo.
Hello.
Happy 370th episode. We are just 30 episodes away from ending the podcast. No, just kidding. No, it's, isn't it amazing? I don't mention the episode numbers unless they're like those tens. Mm-hmm. So we're getting up there. We're almost at 400 this year.
Then what happens?
Actually, the week of Women's Expo this year will be our 400th episode.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty wild. So that's October. Mm-hmm. So keep an eye out for something special that maybe we'll do for the 400th episode. I always wanted to do a live episode. We're going to be AI. I wanted to do like a live episode, like where we record it live in front of a studio audience. What?
Okay.
All right. I'll work on it. Anyway, who would like to go first this week?
Mine's fast.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And it's timely.
Yeah,
it is timely indeed.
I feel like. So Monday is St. Patrick's Day.
It is.
And I know in the past episodes we've talked about St. Patrick's Day stuff. But I figured we'll talk a little bit about food.
Yeah.
Very good.
Always a good topic.
We always have corned beef and cabbage.
Yes.
I think. Do you have corned beef?
I don't even think that's an Irish thing, but yes.
Well, they think so.
Oh, these people do.
The Irish.
All right, we'll see.
The Irish have an opinion on that.
You educate me, Sarah. What you got? What you got going?
No, I'm not going to educate. Well, I'm just going to go over some dishes that are popular
Nice.
in Ireland. Bacon and cabbage.
Ooh.
That's unsliced back bacon. Fatty bacon, boiled with cabbage and potatoes. So very much like corned beef and cabbage.
Yes, but it's bacon.
Yes.
And bacon always gets the top billing.
Yeah.
In my place.
Then we have barmbrack. And do you guys know what that is?
No, it sounds scary.
They also have the Irish names next to it, but
is it like a bunch of
try
a bunch of stuff in a thing?
It's leavened bread with raisins.
Oh,
okay.
So think of it like I guess.
What is that?
Irish soda bread.
Irish soda bread. Yeah. All right.
Batter burger. Which, do you know what this is?
No, but it
I like
sounds
burgers.
delicious.
Well, the explanation, I still don't know what it is. It's
Okay.
So it's typically a fast food item or
right.
something that you eat.
Okay.
Consisting of a beef patty cooked in batter.
And
And this is what they say. Similar to a battered sausage.
is it a deep fried burger?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So
Please and thank you.
do you guys know what black pudding is?
Yeah,
I've heard of it.
I don't like
Isn't
that
that like
idea. It's like blood, something
Blood,
blood.
yeah.
Yeah. Sausage made from cooked pig's blood, pork fat, pork rind, pork shoulder, pork liver, oats, onion, wheat starch and salt, water, salt, pimento, and seasonings.
Okay, I'm into it.
Yeah.
No? No, Nicole?
This cuisine is not for me.
No, it's not
and
for you?
I'm pretty Irish.
But some of the stuff does sound good. So there's a dish called boxty, B-O-X-T-Y.
I've heard the name, but I forgot what it is. What is it?
Well, this sounds delicious. Finely grated raw potato and mashed potato mixed together with flour, baking soda and buttermilk, and occasionally egg, then cooked like a pancake.
All right, that's true.
nice.
The potato is my favorite food.
That-
so
That I like.
And supposedly,
yeah. The Irish.
Yes.
I didn't say it, you said it. Do you know what champs are? Or also known as poundies?
Poundies? No. What are poundies?
Well, this sounds also very good. Mashed potatoes and chopped scallions.
Oh.
Yeah, with butter and milk.
Oh, get me some poundies then.
Yeah. You know what coddle is?
Is that a fish?
No.
That's cuddle, right?
It's layers of roughly sliced pork sausages, bacon, with sliced potatoes and onions. So it's like a casserole maybe?
There's a lot of roughly sliced, shredded. It's like it's an angry cook makes these things.
Okay, so what was the thing that I just said? The poundies or champs
Yeah.
is very similar to Kilcannon. Do you know what that is?
No.
Really? I've even heard of it.
I've heard of it. I have no idea what it is.
It's mashed potatoes with kale or cabbage.
Okay.
So
I'm not a-
poundies is with scallion.
I like the poundies.
Yeah, I think I would like
Yeah.
scallion better.
Yeah.
But I've had cold cannon and like I made it myself. It's good because I like
Okay.
cabbage. But anyway, crew beans.
Crew beans.
CRUBEENS.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like something you buy at like McDonald's or something like that.
Oh, not our McDonald's.
Get your crew beans.
Yeah, it's boiled pig's feet.
Boiled pig's feet.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
I don't want to see those little toes looking at me.
Okay, so they have fried bread.
Again, fried. Perfect.
Bread.
Okay, and it's exactly what it is. It's bread
That's fried.
fried in bacon fat. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
The full breakfast. You know what that is when, like, if you go to
Oh, I've
Ireland
had
and-
it English.
I've had an English breakfast. I
full
don't remember.
breakfast?
Yeah.
I did have an Irish breakfast when I was in Ireland, but I forgot what it is. Is that with a tomato? Is there a grilled tomato
That
in
I
there?
think is
Or is that British?
I think that's British. So a full breakfast in Ireland is rashers or sausages and eggs, often served with a variety of side dishes such as fried mushrooms, soda bread, and puddings.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
And
so-
a pint of Guinness.
I'm gonna find a Guinness. Then we have a goodies, and that's a dessert dish made with boiling bread and milk with sugar and spices. So like a bread pudding.
Everything has like cute names. It's like, let's have
Yeah.
some
They're
crew
a
beans and-
lyrical like people.
Yes.
They make up. They have good. They string together a nice sentence. They make. Yeah.
Yeah. So then they have a dish called hambone, which I don't know if that's how they say it. It's Jambon.
Jambon.
Yeah. So which we know is probably ham. So it's
Yes.
a folded puff pastry. Folded puff pastry filled with diced ham, egg, and cheese.
Oh, that sounds
good.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Is jambon, is that like French for ham though?
Probably. Well, I know
Yes.
Spanish is like a
Right?
JAMON.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Limerick ham is a particular method of preparing a joint of bacon within the cuisine. The method was originally so it's a type of ham that they make with bacon.
I've been to you said Limerick?
Limerick.
Yes, I've been to Limerick.
Really?
It's a very nice little village, yeah.
So you've probably had these dishes and not even realized.
That's possible because when you're in Ireland, you know, they only have Irish food.
Usually, yeah. So you've heard of pasties?
Well, it depends. Oh, I've heard of
food?
Cornish pasties.
Okay.
Yes, she's like the food, not the things that you wear. No, yes, the food. Yes,
It's a round battered pie of minced pork, onion, potato, and seasoning.
it's like a British Irish empanada, Welsh empanada,
So have you guys heard of skirts and kidneys?
skirts and kidneys.
Skirts and kidneys.
No.
Don't order this. It's, well, you can. It's a stew, which everyone, stew, made from pork meat. Like, pork.
Yeah.
Including the kidneys, bladder, and liver.
Oh my
Oh.
god. That's like haggis.
Yeah, I've had
Correct.
haggis. I liked haggis.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah. So,
That sounds like some slang from like the Bridge and Tunnel crowd. You know, I went to the bar the other night. There were skirts and kidneys everywhere.
let's see what else we got. White pudding is similar to black pudding, but containing no blood.
Oh, okay,
okay.
I'll have that.
Oh, yeah, but no, but it contains pork meat and fat,
Okay.
suet, bread, and oatmeal formed into a large sausage shape.
See,
So it's not really pudding.
No, and the suet, I kind of feel like
it
if I
like-
put that outside, the birds would love it, and I don't know if I want to do that. Put that in my body.
So that's just a quick primer on things that like you might want or
Yes.
avoid.
Yes.
But
or avoid, yeah.
but of course in the library we have a very nice selection of cookbooks.
An incredible selection.
So
of
it's call number 641.59415, particularly for the Irish cuisine. So we have the Irish Pub Cookbook.
Nice.
Okay. Then we have an Irish Country Cookbook. And you probably
a lot
they
of
probably
soups
have
on there. Yeah, yeah.
probably have stuff from Limerick.
Yes.
Look, they have a whole thing on champs.
Very nice.
Champs. And then we have Delicious Ireland, 40 years of fabulous food.
Fabulous indeed.
Yeah. So Cobb seafood pie, boxties. We talked about
Oh,
boxties.
yes. Box teas. Look at that.
Yeah. I mean, they look delicious. They're like
They're potato pancakes, right? Is
yeah,
that
but with a
basically-
little Irish flair.
little Irish flair in there.
And then we have Flavors of Ireland, also by Margaret M. Johnson. I believe.
Oh yeah, she wrote this one too.
Jeez, yeah.
I believe Margaret M.
She's the
Johnson.
only
She,
Cook-
no,
She's the only one.
we have had her
Ireland.
here to speak.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Oh,
And she's done tea programs. So in case you
Oh,
see a Flavors
alright.
of Ireland program here in the library,
That's her.
Is her.
is she from Long Island?
Yeah.
I mean,
She's
we
from
have
Long Island.
we have a sizable Irish population.
We do?
Yeah. So these are just 4, but there's other titles upstairs. Well, in the library, in the adult section, and probably the children's section too, if you want to cook with your little ones.
Yeah.
Boxies.
Wild garlic soup.
Very cool.
Pumpkin vanilla and
Do
wild
they have to be garlic from the wild though? It'll be store-bought garlic
No,
soup.
no garlic here.
But that sounds good.
Yeah. So the first time the only time I went to Ireland, I was just shy of 21.
Ooh,
but,
fun.
But you could drink
Yeah,
at
16?
that age. And yeah, it's like, I just
Two.
like, yeah, it's like 4.5.
Come out with a pint.
And my first pint of Guinness was in a pub, the Red Lion, I think it was called, something Line in Killarney. Another song, the Christmas in Killarney. So I was in Killarney, and I had this was my lunch. It was a pint of Guinness, room temperature, which is what it's supposed to be when you get it, and potato leek soup, like a really good Irish soup.
That's good
And it was
stuff.
like, I got back on the bus and everyone was like, so, and a beer. But it was great. Yeah. No, I enjoyed the Irish food. So I don't remember it, but it was good.
It sounds delicious. So so you don't have to have corned beef and cabbage on the same
You
Patty's
don't.
Day.
No.
You can have boxies and rashers.
Although corned beef with a nice mustard, like a spicy horseradishy mustard is awesome.
I love corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah.
I do make it probably. Now I'm talking library talk. Once a quarter, like 4 times a year.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
even
it's good
more.
stuff. If you find
I
it.
don't think I've ever had it.
Really? Oh,
Neither
no.
of those things sound appealing. I don't like cabbage.
You would like this.
I don't know.
I don't think she would.
Well, you would like the corned
Do you
beef.
like Brussels sprouts? Because they're
Corned
like
beef.
baby cabbages.
No.
Okay.
I love.
Cabbage
I
is
feel
good.
like everyone.
I have cabbage
Everyone
soup.
eventually
Yeah.
gets to their Brussels sprout period. I don't.
Yeah.
I've gotten
No,
there yet.
some people no.
No?
Do you eat egg rolls?
Yeah.
There's cabbage and egg rolls.
Yeah, but that's like
Okay.
that's not like real cabbage.
True. Yeah. It's so cheap too, right? It's like 20
I don't
cents
like,
a pound. Or something
Well,
like
it's
that.
cheaper around
Yeah,
St.
yeah,
Patrick's
yeah,
Day.
yeah.
Is coleslaw cabbage?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't like coleslaw.
Oh, okay. There you go. Then it's not going to happen.
Yeah, no. Well, why?
I just don't like the taste.
But the corned beef you should try
Okay.
because you can get that in a sandwich, right?
All right,
You
I'll
can
try
get a
again.
corned beef
I'll try again.
sandwich. Yeah. All right.
Because I feel like the cabbage and corned beef is like we won't like it. it's like watery and boiled.
Yeah, that's
You'll
right.
be like this. It's like you won't like it.
But if you go to the deli and
if you
get,
like cabbage, you'd like it. But
Right,
if you don't,
yeah.
but if you go to the deli and get like a corned beef sandwich, right?
it's not.
It's not.
There's no cabbage.
No, but
No,
if she
corned
wants
beef.
to try the corned beef, though.
Oh, well, you like pastrami.
Yeah, which is pretty much that, right?
You never
It's
had-
I've never had pastrami.
Really?
I like pastrami more than corned beef.
Wow.
I
would've-
wasn't. I don't know. I didn't really
yeah,
eat those foods.
We need to just bring her to a deli. Just bring it to a deli.
I know. I stuck with like turkey, ham, roast beef,
No.
Well, I do
fine.
think that like
pepperoni.
pastrami.
I like pepperoni.
That's not a normal like deli.
Yeah. No.
I feel like
Is it?
I don't like you. It's usually a sandwich you eat at a deli outside.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's like a hot sandwich. You have to eat it hot.
Oh. Yeah. No. I like a cold.
Yeah,
no,
but
no,
it's good with like what you
ooh.
see some mustard on there,
Yeah, a
right?
schmear.
It's a schmear mustard on
I'm
rye,
open.
right?
You would like it. I think it's like peppery because they put like peppercorn brine.
We have a couple of places in town that can make her a pastrami sandwich, right? Pastrami and rye.
Sure.
Yeah.
You should try it next week.
You ever
That's
have
what
a
we're doing.
Reuben?
That's roast beef.
No,
No.
that's pastrami, isn't it?
It's corned beef or
Corn-
pastrami.
Yeah, a Reuben with, but that has sometimes they put
But
the
you like
coleslaw on top.
sauerkraut? No, it's usually sauerkraut.
Is it sauerkraut?
You like
No,
sauerkraut?
I definitely don't know.
I actually had a Reuben. I had a Reuben.
I'm not picky.
Did you just say you just rattled off all the things you don't eat, and you were gonna say
I've
I'm not
never-
a picky eater?
I'm not. I've never been. I would if someone put it in front of me, I would try it.
Okay.
But I have never been offered that opportunity. If I've never decided like try this. Like no one around me has ever ordered it where I would try it. And if I got to order something I wanted, it wouldn't be that.
Yeah. So we got to get her. There was a sandwich once. I forgot where it was. I don't know if it was at the place.
You did try the Korean beef
in Center Reach. I don't know if it was the place at Center Reach, or I don't know if it was maybe closer to Selden. But there was a place they used to make a pastrami sandwich, but instead of sauerkraut, it was coleslaw with the mayonnaise and everything, and that served as like the juicy part of it. It was good. Yeah. All right, we're gonna have to. This is
I'm hungry now.
We can talk about food. I can talk about food.
This is the Food Network. Here. All right. Well, thank you, Sarah, for making us hungry.
Yeah.
I'm
Nicole.
much less excited.
Much less exciting, sometimes scary.
Well, a couple episodes ago, I disparaged people who went to Ivy League universities, and I said,
yeah, but they're all in their private company in Setauket making millions of money.
She's still.
I did feel bad. My point remains, and I will not take it back, and I don't apologize for it, but maybe I could have said it a little less harsh. I don't know. But anyway.
She loses sleep over this.
The point is, one of the things I said was it was some of the dumbest things I ever heard. Not long after I said that, I said one of the dumbest things I've ever said in my life. So I haven't said it yet, but I am pregnant. So
Hey, congrats.
Thank you. I'm due in July. And if you don't know this, you can extend your taxes. Like you can apply for an extension, which I've done.
Just because you're pregnant?
No, anyone can do it. But so I text my husband and I said, "Can we extend our taxes so that I can have the baby so that we can claim?" I thought I was doing something. I thought I was like getting one over on the government. I wasn't in person. Like I texted this to him, and I wish I could have seen his face. And so he just replies back. He's like, "I don't think that's how that works."
No.
And I was like, "What do you mean?"
Because you're filing taxes.
I know.
She knows now.
And he goes, "It's for 2024, Nicole." No. But I truly thought I won the lottery. I was like, "Oh, we're gonna claim 2 babies." Like, is it? I was so convinced, and I just previously I said I heard people say the dumbest things I've ever said. Well, I went on to say a very, very dumb thing, and then I talked about it with my husband like when I saw him later on, and I was like, "What did you think when I said that?" And he was like, "Well, you said it very confidently, so I thought I was wrong." Like he's like, I was like,
"Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's right."
Yeah. And I was like, no. And he went to school for accounting. So I mean, he's not like a tax person, but he did took a class or two on it more than I know.
That's funny.
And so he's like, "I thought maybe," but I was like, "No, I think I know what I'm talking about." And, no, Nicole, that's not how that works. So
if only.
Yeah, I know. So I was like, you know what? Maybe other people don't know. I don't think that's true. But I know one of the things that can surprise people when they start working, teens, especially I think in New York State, at least when I was younger, it was 14 that you can get your working papers.
Now it's what, 16?
Did it go up?
I think.
Maybe.
So.
Or maybe it's just 14 is like super strict. Maybe.
Yeah, that's possible. There's restrictions, and then at 16 you can do the whole thing.
Yeah. I know here, we start at 16 for pages and stuff. But either way, when you get your first paycheck and you're very excited, and maybe you did the math of like, okay, I make this much an hour and I work this many hours, and then you like have a number that you think you're going to bring home, and then you get your paycheck and it's a little lower than that. And you're like, what happened? So the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau has really great educational things on their website, and they have like a whole like how to read a pay stub, so you can see where all your money is going, and like what like a pay period, your gross income, your net income, and then it's like your year to date, and then like, all your deductions, who's taken what, and and then like your net, so it gives you like each thing and then what it means and where it's going. That's cool. Yeah, it's really good. And then there's other general like things they're teaching, like learning goals, and it tells you like this is for like 9 to 12th graders, about 13 to 19, And this is for like, again, kind of like the one I talked about, the AI thing at Stanford when I made my initial comment. They have a little lesson like plan, and they have a bunch of different guides. So if you're a homeschooler or if you're like in a classroom, these are good stuff. And then they have some vocabulary. So we have income tax, which is federal, state, and local taxes on income, both earned. So these are like your salaries, your wages, your tips, and some this might change, right?
Yeah.
Commissions, and unearned. So now if you have interests or dividends, so if you're like investing and stuff, so that gets taxed too. Sometimes at different rates, depending.
It's crazy.
The U.S. tax code is like crazy. But this is just obviously very basic, like primer. Then you have payroll taxes, tax credits, which I thought I was gonna get. Nope. Next year, I mean, hopefully.
Yeah. Can we backdate the baby?
Deductions, tax refunds. So if you give them too much, they give it back. And then taxes in general. So I thought I would quiz you guys.
Oh, no.
Boy, here we go.
Let's see. Do you guys know about general tax stuff?
Hopefully I should get this right.
You would be better than
this
I
right.
am,
I should. Yeah.
All right. There is a word bank, but I'm not going to give it to you.
Okay.
Okay. And this is like the word, like it could be just as easy as you think it is. Okay. So teenagers usually have their taxes withheld from their paycheck by their. So who withholds your taxes?
By the company they work for.
Your employer. Your employer.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Some of them
By their mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
I was like, the government?
Yeah, they're not taking your money. Your employer withholds the money. And then when you get a job, you'll fill out a blank tax form so that your employer withholds the correct amount from your pay. What's that form
Is that
called?
the W-9 or the W-2?
When you put like
W4.
zero or one. Yeah.
W4.
Yeah, W4. Yep.
W4. Okay. It's in between.
Yeah. If you have a job where you receive tips, you must also report that tip as
salary, as income. Yeah.
People who are employed as independent contractors receive
1099.
A 1099 form that lists my page.
Okay.
When I did the freelance interpreting, this is what I would get a 1099. And for that, they don't withhold your taxes because you are your own employer. So you have to be responsible enough to pull that money out and put it aside. So when tax time comes, you can pay it.
And it's crazy because when you do
Clearly something I
when you do it on
No one does that.
when you do it on TurboTax and you're like, wow, I'm getting a refund, and then you get to the 1099, you type it in and it goes.
Yep. So remember to do that. I didn't do that for very many years because I knew myself and I knew I couldn't do it. So I tried very hard to get a W-2 job, the one that does this for you. One way many teenagers earn income is through blank employment, such as babysitting or lawn care. So the 1099 would be
contract employment,
self-employment.
Yeah.
Even if you don't earn enough money to file a federal income tax return, you should still file because it might allow you to receive a tax
credit
refund.
Yeah.
Because you do have to earn a certain amount of money.
Is it like 3,000 or something?
No, it's 24,000. I think is the. No,
What you have to file?
Is it 14,000 that you have to file?
I think it does say it somewhere in here. But
Yeah. It changes with age. Obviously, the older you get, when you get like over 65, then there's a different
bell curve.
A different level. Yeah.
You can change the amount of income tax you owe by claiming
Dependents, deductions,
credits, and dependents. Yeah, both, and dependents on your tax return. So again, the dependent would be this baby could have, but not for the previous year. You have to wait.
Well,
till
you
the
get the
actual
child.
year.
You get the child tax credit, and they're going to ask you how many children you have, how many dependents you have, and then you'll see it. It'll change.
Yeah, but with my first, I had him in the beginning of December, so I did make it under that wire.
Yeah.
And when we went to the accountant, he was like, "Oh, good thing you had that baby." So I thought I get to do it again. I do not. So this is kind of like for the older kids, for kids who maybe are about to start working, so they know. But they also have stuff for little kids too. Obviously not about taxes, but just about money kind of things, being responsible with money. And even for little ones, they say obviously they don't know about money at this point, like 4, 5, 6, whatever. But skills that could help them be good with money when they get older, like focus, keep going, recognize a trade-off, so time for money. So like if he can wait a little bit longer, he'll get a little bit more, things like that. Yeah, some skills that understand what's important about keeping and using things like time, money, and belonging. Patience is good, taking their time, trying again, stuff like that. They also have a really great it's called Money as You Grow bookshelf.
Oh.
So they have a bunch of books that, and they also, not only do they have like the titles of these books, but they have like these reading guides that go along with it.
Nice.
So like parents can sit down and like talk to their kids, you know, about like what they're learning and throughout the book. We have a bunch of them, but one of the ones is Cuente con Pablo. So we have it in Spanish too. So
cool.
We have a pretty good multilingual section. So it's growing. And then this one, I just like the title, Alexander, Who Used to Be Rich Last Sunday.
That's like, Sarah, he used to be rich every other Friday.
Yeah. I just feel like I would get a lot of this book. I'm going to read it with my kid. Yeah. But more about how he just kind of wasted his money, you know, and now he has no money left. So we have that. We also have like a money kits, I think money smart kits and stuff, because we have this program going on with ALA, the American Library Association, about like smart money habits and stuff. So we have a lot of stuff at the library to help your kids be smart with money, and then as they get a little bit older and they start working, maybe they can learn about their taxes and stuff like that.
Yeah, nice. That's next month, there's a week, Money Smart Week, which is the ALA. So keep an eye on that. We usually put something out for that. Cool.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah. Thank you,
Don't
Nicole.
be like me.
Yes. And congratulations on your backdated baby.
Yeah. My tax credit.
Tax credit, yes. And yes, well, that does it for another episode. If you want to listen to older episodes or read our show notes, visit our website, mcplpodcast.com. You know, if you watched us on YouTube, you should hit the subscribe button, especially if you got to this point. It doesn't make sense for you not to subscribe because obviously you like what we're doing. So hit the like button and subscribe, and we greatly appreciate it because that does help us, and we got some great stuff coming up in the near future. So thank you so much for joining us this week. For Sara Fade and Nicole Rambo, I'm Sal DiVincenzo. See you on the next show.